Hi, I'm Sally Van Cura, and welcome to In the American Kitchen, a show where people come on, show us their recipe, and give us their story. And today we have Judy Liberty. Hi, Judy.
Hello, Sally. How are you?
Now, you're really a neighbor, right?
Yes,
Okay.
right next door.
Yes. Now, you have a recipe. Tell me the story of it.
Well, I made this recipe years ago on a Sunday night. I didn't feel like going shopping, so whatever was in the kitchen, I dug out. I had hamburger, I had jar ragu, I had flour tortillas, and a few potatoes. And I had heard that this place in Joliet made tacos and put the chopped potato in it. So I boiled the potatoes, I chopped them, put them in the sauteed hamburger, and I found a burrito envelope, no taco. So I threw that in, burrito seasoning. Then I took the flour tortillas, filled these taco shells, and then I made an enchilada type sauce that I thought would be good, but I used ragu because that's all I had in the house. And I do recall putting some chili seasoning in it, chili powder. But afterward, nobody complained. So then I covered it all with the sauce, and then I had some cheddar cheese I shredded and put that over all of it and cooked it. It was a hit. I called it my Sunday night dinner. So then as I went on with this, I thought, well, that's silly. It's a Mexican meal. I should call it something like a combination. And I thought up Lotta-Enchilada, but that was too hard for people to remember. So when I mentioned to Sally that name, she couldn't remember it, so she called it the
We wrote it down here.
Lotta-Enchilada Casserole. This is very, very, I like that. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, see, this is what cooking's all about. You created a dish for your family,
Yes.
for your taste, and it's your regular.
It is. And my husband, he doesn't care much for onion and the green chili, although that's what's good about this casserole. You can add, I could even use that chorizo sausage instead of hamburger.
The Mexican sausage.
So a casserole is good because you can do things like that and change it up.
Mm-hmm. Well, that sounds great. And thank you for sharing this recipe. So let's get it started.
Okay.
Okay, Judy, we're ready to assemble. Now,
All
what do
right.
we have here?
Well, I sauteed the ground beef, and then I added the burrito seasoning. And then at home, what I do is I just fill this with water twice, and it works. If it seems too thick, just add a little more.
Okay, and what you have here is a wet consistency, just so you have a little juice.
Juice, yeah, because when I put the potatoes in, I want them to absorb some of the flavor.
Okay.
And I have cut the potatoes up into little pieces, but when you start stirring this, they will tend to fall apart too, peelings and all. So this is a healthy meal.
Okay, so these were just boiled red potatoes?
Boiled red potatoes, about 5 of them, 6 of them.
Oh, what we did do, though, we preheated the oven to 350,
Yes.
so we'll be all ready to go.
Right. So we put these in, and then we stir them up. And as I said, you may have
That seasoning makes for a good smell.
It's good, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, taco seasoning doesn't have as much kick as that, I don't think.
Oh, is it? Is there a
It's
difference
burrito.
between the burrito
Well, I like
and the taco?
I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I like the burrito seasoning.
Okay, okay.
But if you want to use taco seasoning, go right ahead. And they even have a fajita seasoning. So if you put green pepper in there, put in the fajita seasoning.
And you know what, that brings another point. Now, I know you said your husband doesn't like the onions and the green peppers, but you could actually brown that with your
Definitely.
hamburger.
I would put onion in it, and I'd put a little can of chopped green chilies.
Yeah.
They're not real hot. They just got a nice little kick to them.
Okay.
So there we go. And then I take my flour tortillas.
Just regular
I
flour.
have my
Oh, you
beautiful,
open
my
up.
stoneware dish, which cooks very evenly.
I'll let you.
Okay.
Now, I've never cooked with stoneware. You were just telling me you don't have to grease this?
No. And to clean it afterward, you just let it cool totally.
Okay.
Then run water in your sink, put it in, soak 20 minutes, and you actually can scrape everything off with your
Oh.
hand if you want. They do have little
Maybe I
scrapers.
should have some stoneware. Huh?
Yes, you should have stoneware. I love it.
Okay.
And it's great for pizzas too.
But what you did tell me too about stoneware is if it's in the refrigerator, you have to get to room temperature because.
Correct.
Yeah.
I made lasagna
I remember
once,
you telling me that.
for friends, and I put it in the fridge, and then the next day, oh my goodness. Well, we ordered pizza.
It took that long.
Yes, it was not right. And I should have known, but live and learn. I see how nice this is.
Yeah.
And if you like, you can even sprinkle a little cheese on top of that. There's so many varieties.
Okay.
You know, so many things you could do.
Now you do have cheese here.
Yes, I do. I bought sharp cheddar cheese and some Chihuahua cheese. It's a Mexican cheese that melts really nice. And the reason I didn't buy it in the package, I don't care for the packaged shredded cheese. I don't think it melts as evenly, and I don't even think it has the flavor unless it's freshly shredded.
You're right. Nothing's better than fresh, especially
Exactly.
with cheeses.
Exactly. So that's what I do.
Now, for something like this, what, it feeds a family of 4?
Well, depending on how hungry everybody is. When I used to make this,
You can't compare my family.
no. The kids were younger,
Okay.
and I would have leftovers. Yeah, I would have maybe, I don't know, 4 or 5 leftover, and I'd put them in the refrigerator, and we always ate those leftovers. They always went.
And there was 4 of you.
Yes, 4 of us.
Okay.
So, and I have made this too. Say you want to take a dish over to somebody who's like, say
Sick
somebody sick or someone in the family has passed away. This is so easy because you can put it into an aluminum foil pan and just take it right over to the house. And you know you don't keep it, you don't make it real spicy.
Yeah.
'Cause you don't
Like
know
what
what
I in
people-
casserole to
Yes.
bring over, but this is a nice simple one.
Exactly.
I love it. Again, I love those recipes, 4 or 5 ingredients.
Exactly.
What's in the house, and you created it, which
Yep.
makes it even better. And the name again is?
Well, it's called Lotta-Enchilada Casserole.
You like the way we have to look at our list here. Okay. Okay, Judy, you assembled all
of the tortillas.
Right. Now what do we do?
Now the next step is the sauce. It's enchilada sauce, mild, and I mix it with a can of tomato soup. It kind of cuts out that sharp taste of the enchilada sauce. And I put it on the stove and just warm it through and blend it. And if it looks like it's too thick, I add a little water. You know, you rinse out the tomato soup can and all that stuff. And then I pour it over all of these.
Oh, that looks nice.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the consistency it should be.
Yes, it is.
Okay, good.
I got it all out as much as we're going to get out.
Okay.
Okie dokie. Now comes the shredded cheese.
And again, this blend was?
It's sharp cheddar or medium or, you know, depending on your taste.
Mm-hmm.
And the Chihuahua cheese comes in a circle at the grocery store.
Right.
Chihuahua cheese. That's not, I don't know what kind of cheese it is. I don't think Chihuahua is the name, but
No, it is.
It's
It
cute.
is.
Okay.
You're right. You're right. And it's a good melting cheese.
a
You
good
can use
melting
this
cheese.
for a lot of your tacos.
Yes.
Or
And this is what you need, a lot of cheese. That's what makes the whole dish.
Oh, of course.
Yes. Whoops.
We don't want to chintz on this.
No. And I mixed it all up together and shredded it.
Okay. Now, once this is all assembled, do we have to cover it?
No.
No foil on top either?
No. I just put it in the oven and keep checking it until I see the top getting a little brown, and around the edges it bubbles. Now this stoneware really takes the heat. So
Okay.
and it stays hot a long time. So, you know, it's nice for a dinner. It's like I say, you have company. I know a lot of people that I know just say, "Oh, you make that Mexican dish for me again?" Sure. If I could remember the name of it.
No, we have it down.
Okay.
We're going to have it on camera, too, so you know your name.
Now it's ready to go in the oven.
Okay, this is going to go in the oven, again, 350 degrees for
Right.
how long?
About 30, 35 minutes.
Okay, we'll get this in the oven, and we'll come back and taste it.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
Okay, let's dig into this.
Okay, I served it up for you, Sally.
Okay. This isn't the one you cheated me on cheese, was
No,
it?
well, a little. If you want a little more cheese, we'll go get a big spoon, okay? Just like mine.
This looks good. And I didn't even need a knife.
No.
It cut right into it.
does.
It's nice and tender.
It does.
This is good.
Good.
What a great recipe. And this was all of what? How many ingredients? Maybe about 5
Yeah,
ingredients?
the potato, the meat,
Yeah.
the sauce. Yeah, 5, 6.
Excellent.
And like I said, you can add this. I really would like to add the green chili and onions, and once in a while, I will make 3 of them and do that with mine. And then I have to remember which 3.
Now, you know what, I'm not a big potato person, but the potatoes are good in this
Ah.
because it gives it a different flavor too with it.
Tastes real good.
It does. I keep eating here. But Judy, thank you so much for sharing your recipe with us.
You're very welcome.
And if you would like to be on In the American Kitchen, don't forget, call the station. Let us know. You could be on In the American Kitchen just like Judy. Thanks.